Some people think they can attack the Quran and face no consequences. They believe they can insult Islam and still be respected. But history proves otherwise. Today, we're talking about Salwan Momika, a man who made a name for himself by burning the Quran, thinking it would bring him fame and support. But in the end, he was left with nothing. The very people who cheered for him when he was alive disappeared when he died. Let's take a closer look at this story and the lesson it holds. Salwan Momika was an Iraqi man who moved to Sweden. He became known for publicly burning the Quran, believing it would make him a symbol of free speech. He wanted attention, and for a while he got it. Certain groups supported him, treating him like a hero. But what he didn't realize was that he was just being used. Those who encouraged his actions didn't care about him personally. They only saw him as a tool for their agenda. And when he died, they proved it. When Momika passed away, none of his supporters stepped forward to claim his body. The same people who once praised him were now silent. Not a single person took responsibility for his burial. In the end, the Swedish government had to cremate him because no one cared enough to arrange a proper funeral. The man who spent his days burning the Quran ended up being burned himself. The irony is undeniable. Despite Momika's efforts to insult Islam, the Quran remains unchanged. It is protected by Allah and will never be destroyed. Allah himself promises in the Quran, "Inna nahnu nazzalna al-dhikra wa inna lahu lahafidhun." Indeed, it is we who sent down the Quran, and indeed, we will be its guardian. Chapter 15, verse 9. This verse is proof that no matter how much people try to harm the Quran or Islam, they will never succeed. While Momika's body turned to ashes, the Quran continues to be recited, memorized, and cherished by millions. This is the reality. Those who oppose Islam will never succeed. They may try to mock it, but in the end, they are the ones who fade away, forgotten and abandoned. Momika was once praised by people like Tommy Robinson, who claimed he was not afraid of death. But if that were true, why did he flee Iraq in the first place? A person who is truly fearless wouldn't run away from his homeland. The truth is, Momika wasn't some brave fighter. He was just looking for attention. And in the end, the people he tried to impress didn't even care enough to stand by him. This story is a clear example of how Islamists operate. They claim to stand for freedom and human rights, but when one of their own is in trouble, they abandon them. Their loyalty is empty. Meanwhile, we Muslims have something real: our faith, our community, and the Quran. While others spread hate and division, we stand together, guided by the truth of Islam. The bigger lesson. Momika's story is a reminder that attacking Islam brings no success. Those who hate Islam may make noise for a while, but their efforts always fail. The Quran remains, and Islam continues to grow. No matter how much they try, they can never put out the light of Islam. May Allah keep us firm in our faith and protect us from following the wrong path. Ameen.